Hey guys, Larry the Pool Guy here. We are coming at you poolside. I can't show you just yet, but we're at my swimming pool actually. We're gonna do some swimming pool filter pump troubleshooting. Some things you can look for and do before calling a pro. So before you call us, before you call someone else, let me show you some things you can look for if your pump's just not priming. Here we go. All right, so we got a pump here, right? It says so right there on the label. So currently this pump is primed, it's got a good prime, it's got good flow, but in the event that it does not, things you want to check. First you want to check, make sure it's on. So where's the on switch to this bad boy? So what do? If you don't know where that's at, find the gray cord, that's called a conduit, that's connected to the pump, and follow it all the way back to its origin. This is where the power happens. So we're going to turn it on. Right here it's already on. So in the event that it wasn't on, if this light was off, I would hit this button. Nothing happens. I'm going to hit this button to put it into service mode. One time, light goes off. Now I'm going to hit this one time, light comes on. I heard a click. If I hear a click, that typically means that the relay in here has sent power to the pump. So in this case, the pump did turn on. But if yours does not, you can also check to make sure it's running. So it could be on and just not moving water. So listen for it. You could have a super quiet pump that's just not making a lot of noise. There's some out there that just are super quiet. You may have some outside noise, yard guys, whatnot, that are being loud, but you really can't hear what's going on. Your pump may be running, it just may not be pumping water like you need it to be. It may not be priming up. So here's some things you can look for. If you're pretty certain that you got power going to the pump, you can hear it running. You know it's running just fine. So let's check some other things here. So I'm gonna point them out for you. Flip this phone around. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So first, this lid right here. Sometimes when you take this lid off to empty the basket inside, the O-ring that's around the lid falls off, or you've taken it off so many times and not lubricated it, and it's super dry and you're sucking air. So when you take this lid off and put some magic lube around the O-ring, get it real slick, and reinstall it on this lid, and then put the lid back on. On this particular pump, there's a little marker here that says locked. It's a line. That line should be pointing to the center of this pipe. That means it's in a locked position. That lines up. This is on tight. The O-ring is in there and it's lubricated. Next thing I'm going to do is take this off and inspect this clear part for cracks, especially around where the threads are. This lid kind of releases pressure and pops up and down when it starts and stops. And by doing so, sometimes it gets hairline fractures, especially where the threads are. So definitely check that. Next, while you have this lid off, pull the basket out. Empty it. Make sure the basket's empty and was empty when you were trying to prime it. Make sure there's no splits in the basket. If there is a split, you likely have a clogged impeller. Now what you want to do is, you don't want to look at that pump anymore. You want to look at me. So what we're going to do, hang on one second. See, 1 second. So we're going to take the pump lid off, basket out, empty the basket, right? The basket's, it's pretty empty. Next, we're going to look into the chamber of the pump. You got the pipe coming into the pump here. This is the water comes in, goes into the basket, and then back into a hole this direction. So if you stick a screwdriver with the pump off in that direction, you will feel the impeller. If you just kind of stab and twist counterclockwise at the same time while stabbing and pulling, you will release most of the time you will be able to release the debris that's clogged in the impeller. Once you do that a little while, it'll stop feeling mushy and start feeling like you're hitting on some hard plastic. And when that happens, you probably got most of it out. And then you take, well, this is fun. Take your hand like this and you Hot water in there real fast like that. Yep, just like that. And that's going to get all that debris out. Then you can just reach in there, scoop it out. At that point, reinstall your basket. Make sure it's lined up proper. O-ring's got a lot of grass on it. Let's clean that off. It is lubricated. Look at my pretty face again. I'm going to put the lid back on. So the lid is lined up here, center of the pipe. Now we've got, we want to also check this union here. If it's loose, check with 2 hands. If it's loose, you'd be sucking air here. All right. Next, once you turn the pump on, if it still doesn't prime, you've checked all that on the pump. Check your 3-way valves here. These valves here, they have a big O-ring at the top that goes around this top plate. They got 2 stem O-rings that goes on the stem here. So if they're dry rotted, you could definitely be leaking air. You can get you an O-ring kit online for pretty cheap, and take out these 8 bolts, replace the O-rings, and put it back together. Obviously lubricate it. And once you have all that done, your pump should prime right up, and if it doesn't, then you probably have a clogged line underground, at which point that's another video. We'll discuss Drain King and how to use it in possibly our next video. Stay tuned. Peace.
Subscribe to my channel.